Good evening, everyone. Welcome again to the 14 Eagles Screen Share webinar. My name is Greg Phillips. I'll be your host tonight. We hope you guys had a great week. A lot of beautiful, powerful things going on with the 14 Eagles platform. But the key to understanding that is invite your friends and family. Let them see this for themselves. You know, this is probably one of the most powerful gifting platforms there's ever been in existence, to be honest with you. You know, and I've been in a few of them before, and I've never seen anything like this. And so it's very, very important that you bring your friends and family, let them take a look at what we have to offer. Like I said, the 14 Eagles platform will do the heavy lifting for you and your friends and family. All you have to do is get them here, let them see it for themselves, let them make the decision. I was listening to the news a little bit today with something I normally don't do, and all they was talking about was inflation, how the price of everything is going up. We need each other more than ever before. That's the only way we're going to get through this. So bring your friends and family to the 14 Eagles platform and let them see this for themselves. Bryant, back to you.
All right, fantastic. And again, hello, everyone. Glad that you can make it to the 14 Eagles Thursday night webinar and conference call. You could be anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be here, and we really, really appreciate that. As always, we start off with a little bit of housekeeping, just going over some things with the platform. And, I'm really pleased at how well people are picking up the little change that we put in the platform on the gifting side. So glad that people are getting used to it. And we hope that it's making the things easier for people to go through the process as well and getting people confirmed. So yeah, keep up the good work. Everything's moving along, and we really are glad that people are enjoying the platform and keeping things moving. All right. So now, 14 Eagles. Okay. Look, we're trying to get the word out. The times is the way times are right now, the way things are going in our economies. You know, just not in this country, but around the world. It's time for something like 14 Eagles. And so that's why we bring this to you. We don't try to keep you here too long, but we want to just at least try to get the point across to you about what 14 Eagles is really all about. All right? Because I think a lot of times people miss the point of what 14 Eagles is all about and the whole concept of it. It's a gifting platform. It's a gifting program where people can help each other with monetary gifts and blessing each other and receiving blessings and things of that nature. And a lot of times that's what most people's focus is on. But we really want you to get a real scope of what 14 Eagles is truly all about, okay, and why it was put together and why we've kept it going all of these years now. All right. So one thing that I always like to do is take you and introduce you to the 14 Eagles community website. Okay, this website basically gives you everything that you need to know almost about the 14 Eagles concept and what we do. All right, it really encompasses everything. And so, as far as community-wise, because 14 Eagles is all about community, as you will see. But on our home page, if you scroll down on the home page, past the advertisement, you'll see our welcome. And we really, really encourage you to take a look at this welcome. All right, because this welcome really encompasses the whole concept of 14 Eagles in just a few sentences here. And it's not very long. It's very succinct. And I think that if you read this a couple of times, you'll kind of get the gist of what 14 Eagles concept is all about, okay? And because we're all about community. We're all about a virtual community at that, okay? Because what we're trying to do in the virtual world is create our own community where we can take care of ourselves and do what we need to do to help ourselves within this community. And so if we can do that, and whatever we can accumulate in the virtual world, then we can take it to the real world and really affect change. Does that make sense? So if you really can get the gist of what 14 Eagles is really all about, then, you know, the gifting platform will work even better than what it is now, okay? Because it won't be all about the money. It'll be all about building a community of like-minded individuals that are here to help one another and to help move each other into a whole nother form of life and endeavors, okay? But one of the first steps to get there is basically to change our mentality, change the way that we think, change our, try to enhance our conscious awareness, okay? So we'll understand what's going on around us, because a lot of us are not seeing, past the facade that happens throughout our economy, our governments, the corporations that are out here that are controlling everything. A lot of times we can't see past the facade that they put up in front of us. And so we have to change the way we see things, change the way that we think, and uplift and enhance our conscious awareness so we can be aware of what's going on around us. And so one of the things that we really encourage you to do is come down past the welcome and look at the video row. We have a video row here with a series of videos. And we feel like if you take a look at some of these videos, it's not that many of them, and they're all very short videos. They're all under 10 minutes long, okay? And if you take a look at these videos will put you in the right frame of mind of what 14 equals concept is all about. How we need to change the way that we look at things and think about things, And I guarantee you, if you look at each one of these videos, it'll take you on a journey of seeking more information like this, okay? And it'll take you on a journey of empowering your mind, and that's what it's all about, Education is the key, and the more that we learn, the more that we can accomplish and do, all right? And have more confidence in what we do, all right? So that I hope that makes sense to you. So this is what we try to do is try to educate. Now, by no means at all, we're not trying to, we don't want you to take everything that 14 Eagles has to offer. We don't want you to take it for granted, okay? We want you to go and investigate. We want you to go and study and research, okay? Because the more you do that, the more you will find. And the more that you find, the more that you can come back and give to us, give to the community, all right? This is all teach one, each one, reach, how we say it? Each of us reach one to teach one. Something like that. But
each one teach one.
Each one teach one. There you go. Thank you, Greg. So that's what it's all about. Because, see, we don't all have the answers, okay? But if we all look for the answers and we all come back together, we can develop the answers. And see, some answers haven't even been discovered yet, okay? So that's what we're here to do. We're here to discover new answers for the problems that we have within our communities and within the world, okay? And that's what it's all about. And so, and if you don't do anything else, we encourage you to sign up for the newsletter. Get the newsletter, okay? So you can get on our email database and you can receive the emails that we send out on a weekly basis to keep you updated on what's going on. And more importantly, one of the emails that we send out every Tuesday is the video of the week, okay? The video of the week, we try to inspire people with our video of the week. We try to educate people with the video of the week. We try to give you more conscious awareness with the video of the week. We try to give you information that you normally would not get from mainstream media or from the governments and corporations out here. So we feel like the video of the week is very, very instrumental, okay, in steering us in the right direction and getting us to think and go and research and find out about things. So we're really proud about the videos of the week. And if you have anything that you want to share through the video of the week to give to the community, to put out to the community, by all means, please send it to us so we can put it into the video of the week. Because this is a community effort, okay? This is not just a couple of people, putting out information. No, this is the community putting this information out, okay? So now, in building this community, as we said, you have to have a certain mindset. But one thing that we really need to do is think about, are we connectors? Are we people who can connect with other people to help bring and build this community? We have to ask ourselves that question, okay? Do we want to be the ones that can attract people to a community like 14 Eagles, all right? Because it's all about people helping each other. Well, what we want to do right now is give you just a synopsis of what that's all about, connecting with each other and bringing each other together so we can really build a foundation within our community. So check this out.
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere, with anyone, at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it? Are you ready for the details?
All right. So, the whole thing is, it's time for us to come together. Are you a connector? Are you somebody that could help build a community to create change, okay? To create a change that really benefits everyone involved? This is what it's truly all about. And so we encourage you to come and check out 14 Eagles. Bring people to the 14 Eagles platform so they can see what it's all about. We're more than just a gifting platform. We have partnered with other platforms as well, so we can all work together to reach a certain goal and to fulfill certain philosophies. One of our philosophies is that we want to get rid of debt and to wipe out poverty. And so we have partnered with a company called Dynamic Trio. And if you come on the 14 Eagles community website and you click on the Fund Me 24/7 tab, on that Fund Me 24/7 tab is one of the platforms that Dynamic Trio has in their trilogy of platforms. Okay, let's see what's going on with the internet here. Okay, let's see. All right, well, let's do it this way. Dynamic Trio, they have a trilogy of platforms, Fund Me 24/7 and Feed Me 24/7. And those platforms are platforms that work synergistically with one another to help people to raise funds for whatever type of projects that they may have. All right, so, you know, raising funds is a common thing now, okay? People are always trying to raise funds. Well, now you can raise funds for your projects, whatever projects that you have, you know, whatever that project may be, but whether it be business or personal, it doesn't matter. Because back in 2012, President Barack Obama signed into law the Jobs Act. And the Jobs Act, within the Jobs Act, you can use crowdfunding to raise funds for whatever projects that you may have. Powerful, powerful stuff. And a lot of people really don't even know that. Okay? So we're trying to bring that to the forefront to where people will understand that we don't have to make money an issue. Okay? We can all help each other just by utilizing the platforms that are available to us. These platforms are tools for us to do what we need to do. Okay? And and that way we can learn to work with one another in using these platforms and tools. Another avenue is another company is Cutting Edge Techno Solutions. We'd like you to check them out. Okay, they are literally building the community from the ground up. Literally digging the dirt, building buildings, building houses, building businesses within communities. And they're using the people in the community, they're training them to do the work, okay? It is truly remarkable what they're doing. And we're partnered with them, okay? So, you know, we're more than just a gifting platform. So really would like you to check that out as well. We have Hyper Community. Let's see if this will come up. I don't know what's going on with our website today, my internet. We have the Hyper Community. Hyper Community is dealing in the crypto and blockchain technology space, okay, to teach you how to use the cryptocurrency, which is the future of money, okay, is whether or not you know about cryptocurrency or believe in cryptocurrency, that doesn't even matter, because guess what? Cryptocurrency isn't coming. Cryptocurrency is here, okay, and it is going to be the future of how we deal with our finances. Believe that. Okay, and so with the new blockchain technology, this is one place you can come to really learn and learn about that technology and about cryptocurrency. And while you're learning it, you can also be earning while you're learning. So check this out so you can understand how that works to see if you want to be involved in that. See, we're more than just presenting a platform for just sending gifts to one another. It's more than that, okay? But we do want to introduce you to that, because that is an opportunity that we can use to help to get people started. Okay, we're talking about $6 one time out of pocket. That's all. Okay, and so in utilizing this platform, you can really move people forward in a financial way to create change. You know, in a virtual community, where you can use that empowerment and take it into the real world and really affect change. So let's just take a look at the platform itself. You can come to the 14 Eagles video tab on the community website and click on that. And this is where you want to bring people to watch the presentation itself. So here it is in a nutshell. Welcome to 14 Eagles. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to describe a program that provides like-minded people from all walks of life the opportunity to help one another. 14 Eagles is not a business. It's not a corporation. It's not a network marketing organization. Rather, it's a private, invitation-only, global community of people who believe in the principle that by helping others, in that process, we help ourselves. That's the premise of 14 Eagles. As we give, so shall we receive. 14 Eagles commonly uses a unique online gifting platform that allows members to come together for mutual interest, commitment, and prosperity. When we join 14 Eagles, we enter into the first step of that process. We're invited to freely send a $2 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $6. We now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $2, totaling $28. Of that $28, we keep $7 as our harvest and hold on to $21 for step 2. In step 2, you're invited to freely send a $7 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $21. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $7 totaling $98. You keep $8 as your harvest and add that to your previous harvest of $7 and hold on to $90 for step 3. Step 3, you're invited to send a $30 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $90. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $30 totaling $420. You keep $120 as your harvest and add that to your previous harvest total and hold on to $300 for step 4. Now for step 4, you're invited to freely send a $100 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $300. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $100 totaling $1,400, of which you keep $800 as your harvest. You can see how your harvest is growing. You hold on to $600 for step 5, where you're invited again to freely send a $200 gift to each of 3 people whose names presented to you for a total of $600. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $200 totaling $2,800, of which you keep $2,050 as your harvest and hold on to $750 for step 6. Step 6, the final step, you're invited to freely send a $250 gift to each of the 3 people whose names that are presented to you for a total of $750. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $250 totaling $3,500. You hold $750 for repeating step 6 and keep $2,750 as your harvest for a total harvest of $5,735 from a one-time initial gift of just $6. You can also send and receive additional gifts by re-entering and cycling through each step. For example, by re-entering step 1, where you send a $2 gift to 3 people, by cycling through that step, you have the potential to receive $22 in gifts over and over. Likewise, by recycling step 2, you have the potential to receive $77 in gifts over and over again. That principle applies to each step. By cycling through each step, you can receive $6,380 in gifts over and over, in addition to the $5,735 in gifts you receive through your initial progression through your 6 steps. One of the first questions we receive is, how do I position myself to send and receive these gifts? Well, I encourage you to contact the person who introduced you to 14 Eagles, and he or she, if they haven't already, will provide you with their website address, 14eagles.com/ and their username. In it, you will find an outline that will walk you through the process to becoming a 14 Eagles member. It's a very simple process that begins with registering for a Cash App account. Cash App is our payment processor, which allows us to seamlessly and in real time send and receive gifts. Once you have established and funded your Cash App account, you can join 14 Eagles by completing a very short template. Then send your gift to 3 people whose names are presented to you in your website, and introduce 14 Eagles to 2 people who do exactly what you just did. Register for a Cash App account, join 14 Eagles, give 3 people $2 each, and introduce the program to 2 like-minded people who do the same thing you just did. That's how you build your 14 Eagles nest. These are the people who follow you from step 1 through step 6. It all began with a very simple 4-step process. As I mentioned earlier, 14 Eagles is not a business. We're not selling anything. We're not asking anybody to change their behavior. We are merely presenting a program to our friends and family members that allows us to freely send a $2 gift to 3 people with the potential to be blessed to the tune of thousands of dollars each month. Thank you for your time, and again, I urge you to contact the person who introduced you to 14 Eagles. God bless. All right, so there you have it. That's the 14 Eagles platform in a nutshell, which is found right here on our community website at www.14eaglesden.com. And you just click on the 14 Eagles video tab, and that video is right here. Everything that you need to get started in the platform is right up underneath here. How to sign up, how to set up your gifting section, and how to send the gift, and how to verify gifts. Everything is right here. If you follow these instructions verbatim, you shouldn't have too much of a problem at all. Okay? Get with the person that invited you. They can help walk you through this process with no problem at all. All right? One of the things that we find people dealing with, the dilemma that people deal with sometimes, is that they think that they can't make any money receiving a $2 gift. Well, the first thing I would like to say is that here at 14 Eagles, we don't make money. Okay, just to let you know that up front. We don't make money here at 14 Eagles. All we do is give money away. Okay, you give and other people receive. Okay, that's all it is. There's no making money here. So therefore, if you don't make any money, then there's no income. All right, so this is not an income generating type of deal here. This is a platform where people help each other. And that's all it is. And that's what we're building a community based off of. Everyone helping each other. So I hope that, helps you understand more about the concept of what we have here. Okay. But, and then the other thing is the mindset. Okay. $2, it may seem like an insignificant amount of money, but that can add up, really, think about it. Small things can add up, especially if you're dealing in numbers, right? So think about it, okay? And here's something that you can look at that we feel can kind of put you in the right frame of mind. What is going on with our internet here? Okay, let's see. There we go. So here's something that can kind of put you in the frame of mind of what we're talking about, okay? And with small numbers. Check this out.
Reach their fortunes. In order to do this, I want you to pretend that I can grant you one wish from 2 choices. Choice 1 is this: I will give you $1 million. Or choice 2 is that you get 1 cent that doubles every day for 31 days. On top of that, you have to drive 1 hour north to meet a friend of mine named Vendela. She will double your cent and give you 2 cents, and then you have to drive all the way back home. Then on day 2, you take your 2 cents back to Vandela, and she doubles your 2 cents and gives you 4 cents, and then you drive back. Well, you do this every day for 31 days. Which would you choose? $1 million or 1 cent doubled every day? Well, as a factory worker, it wasn't even a contest. $1 million for me, please. Who wants to run around for pennies? Here is where we find out that ignorance is not bliss. If you have a calculator, you can follow along and check it out for yourself. In day 1, you have 1 cent. Day 2, you double it and you have 2 cents. Day 3, you double it, you get 4 cents. That doubles and becomes 8 cents, and by the 10th day, you'll have $5.12. How embarrassing if you took the penny a day. Let's look at the 11th day. $5.12 doubles and becomes $10.24, then it doubles and becomes $20.48, and then it doubles and becomes $40. And in the 20th day, that doubles and becomes $5,242.88. Well, it's still not looking too good if you chose the penny. But what happens in the 21st day? 5,000 doubles and becomes 10,000, 10 doubles and becomes 20, and on the 28th day, $671,000 doubles and becomes $1.3 million. But wait a minute, we didn't agree to 28 days. We agreed to 31 days. And so on the 29th day, 1.3 doubles becomes 2.6 million. And 30th day, 2.6 million becomes 5.3 million. And in the final day of our agreement, day 31, $5,368,709.12 doubles, which is $10,737,418.20. Now who's laughing all the way to the bank? This is what the smartest man in the world, Albert Einstein, said when he was asked what he thought was one of the most powerful things on earth. He said that the 8th wonder of the world was compound interest. And so here's how we can make compound interest work for you.
All right. So do you still think that small numbers don't matter? Okay, if you could take a penny and double a penny every day for the next 31 days, okay, and you get millions of dollars by doing that, then that right there dispels all the myths about small numbers, right? So understand, 14 Eagles, yes. We do have a platform, a gifting platform where people can receive gifts. We have partnered with other companies to where you can raise more funds for whatever projects that you have, get into cryptocurrencies, make money through cryptocurrencies and learn the technology of the blockchain. We have various different things, and we have other companies that we're going to be partnering with as well to get involved in our virtual community. We're basically trying to create a virtual ecosystem, okay? So therefore, we can generate what we need to generate as a people coming together. We generate all the tools and benefits and monetary values that we need to generate so we can go out into the real world and really affect change. Does it make sense? So it's not really all about the money, okay, even though money is used to do the things that we need to do, right? It's just a tool. So we're just trying to gather up the tools, many tools as we can, so we can go out and affect change. We're not looking for governments and corporations to take care of us, okay? It's time for us to flip the script, and it's time for us to be independent of them, independent of governments and corporations. And so we can flip the script and take control of our governments. Does that make sense? And the only way that we can do that is to take care of ourselves first. We don't need any handouts from them. We can do it for ourselves, and that's what it's all about. So community is the key. We'll always say that here at 14 Eagles. Community is the key. And so, but, we understand the money factor, and that's our tools. That's the tool that we use to get to where we're trying to go. So with that, I want to bring out one of our #1 hit songs with 14 Eagles right now. It's #1 on the 14 Eagles chart, okay? Even though we're all about community, we know we need that tool called money. And guess what? We know how to generate that. The only way that we can generate the funds and monies that we need, the tools that we need, is to build the community. And so we can manifest whatever we want by building the community. So guess what? Check out our #1 hit song on the 14 Eagles chart.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming. I believe it's working for me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. More than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. Feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drop, more than enough to save. With plenty left over to give away. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me, and working. I can just feel it, and I believe it's working for me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Well, more than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. I feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drop, more than enough to pay, with plenty left over to give away. One day it's coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it, I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it, and I receive it. Come on, come on, come on. Feel like it's already here. Come on, come on, come on.
All right. So money is coming to me, and it can come to all of us as long as we all come together and work together to make it happen. So I'm not going to keep you any longer. So what I want to do is bring up our fearless leader, Greg. Greg, you open?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, great. Wonderful call once again, Brian. I appreciate all your time and effort that you put into, gathering this information to bring to the family. And that's why, like I said, we got to get your friends and family to come take a look at this for themselves. We're living in some very unique times, and this is the time more than ever before we need to learn to trust each other and love each other. That's something that was taken away from us, and we need to learn to get it back, because we need to survive what's getting ready to happen. And the only way we can do that is by becoming a family, creating these communities, virtual and real communities in our neighborhood, because the only way we're going to survive is trusting each other. So please, again, we're here every Thursday night, 8:30. Bring your friends and family. Let them take a look at the platform for themselves. If they don't see it, that's all right. They may see it later. But, we need to come together now and take a serious look at the 14 Eagles platform and what we have to offer. So with that being said, please bring your friends and family. Ryan, back to you.
Fantastic. Very well said. And, look, you guys, the control is in our hands. Okay? It's in our hands. We are the ones that can facilitate any type of change that we want, as long as we come together to do it. Don't depend on anyone else to do it for us. We can do it for ourselves. Okay? And that's the whole theme of the 14 Eagles concept. Virtual community of like-minded individuals. So look, we here every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come right here to the community website located at www.14eaglesden.com. And you can come to the Contact Us tab and click right on the link to come and get involved with the webinar. You know, tell as many people as you can about it. If you can't get on the webinar, write down the phone number and call in and listen to the call if you have to. Okay, get the information. We want people to understand what 14 Eagles is really all about. We're not like any other gifting platform that's out there. All right. Then if you have any questions, you can always email us at controltower@14eaglesden.com. Or you can call us on our member service number, 301-684-1216. You know, as Greg always says, we leave no stone unturned. We even record this webinar, and send it out the very next day. And so, therefore, if you're on our newsletter and our email database, email list, then you'll receive this. Get the recording out to your friends and family and let them see what 14 Eagles is all about. Okay. So with that being said, hey, look, we really appreciate you. We're going to respect your time, and we thank you for coming and checking us out. And because we know that you could be anywhere else right now, but you chose to be here, and we really, really, truly appreciate that. So with that being said, thank you all for coming. We hope to see you next Thursday night. You guys have a great weekend. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody. Enjoy.